So this topic is about the chlorophyll structure and function. So first we define what is chlorophyll. Basically chlorophyll is a green compound found in leaves and green stems of the plants. The chlorophyll was mixture of two compounds, the chlorophyll A and the chlorophyll B. The chlorophyll is a remarkably similar in structure to the hemoglobin. Chlorophyll is found in virtually all synthetic organisms including the green plants, cyanobacteria, and algae. It absorbs the energy from light, so this energy is then used to convert the carbon dioxide to carbohydrates. The structure of the chlorophyll. Basically, it is a chemically chlorophylls are complex magnesium pyrrole derivatives. In the picture here, you can also observe the structure of the chlorophyll. The chlorophyll molecule consists of a central metal core. For example, in the picture, you can observe that the magnesium is surrounded by a nitrogen containing structure resulting in a pyropyrene ring. A number of the side chains attach to the ring structure, of which an important one is the side chain of a long hydrocarbon called the pyrrole ring. So the chemical formula is the C55H72 magnesium nitrogen 4 oxygen 5. So this is the chemical formula of the chlorophyll. Now we define the chloroplast. This is the general diagram of the chloroplast, in which we will discuss one by one each structure with respect to their function. So the structure of chloroplast is the main site of the photosynthesis in the plant. Basically, chloroplasts chiefly occur in the mesophyll of the cells. They are food producers of the plants, so the chloroplasts are found in all the higher plants. They are double membrane organelle with the presence of outer, inner, and the intermediate spaces. There are the two different regions are present, such as the Granna and the stroma. So the term chloroplast was first described by the Nahman Grew and the Anton van Leeuwenhoek. The chloro means the green while the plast means the living. The chloroplast pigment present in the chloroplast impact the green color to the plants. Chloroplasts are present in all plants and other eukaryotic organisms that conduct the photosynthesis. Structure of chloroplast. Basically, they are the plano-convex lens like the structure about 5 micrometer diameter and 2 to 3 micrometer in their thickness. The chloroplast comprise the following structure. First one, a double layer envelope. The second, a granular stroma or matrix. The third is the thylakoid and the fourth is the chloroplast DNA. First, we're describing the envelope of the chloroplast. Basically, it is composed of a system of double membrane, each of which is 50 to 80 angstrom in the length. For example, in the structure here, you can observe the envelope of the which is the double membrane of the chloroplast. The first, which is the outer membrane, is separated from the inner membrane, which is the second membrane, by an intermembrane space of about 10 nanometers. For example, the two membranes are separate from each other with respect to 10 nanometers their distance. Across this double membrane envelope, exchange of the molecules between the chloroplast and the cytosol will be occur. The second most important part of the chloroplast is the stroma, which we call the matrix. The stroma fill most of the volume of the chloroplast. For example, in this picture here you can observe that this one is the stroma, which is consuming most of the volume of the chloroplast. It is a kind of the gel fluid phase that surrounding the thylokoid, which is the Granna. It contains about 50% of the protein of the chloroplast. It contains the ribosomes and the DNA molecules. So the stroma is the site of the carbon dioxide fixation. and where the synthesis of the sugar, starch, fatty acids, and some proteins will be occur. The third part is the thylakoid. In this picture here you can observe that the thylakoid consists of a flattened and the closed vesicles arranged as a membrane network. It may be a stack like a neat pile of coins forming the Granna. There may be 40 to 80 grana in the matrix of the chloroplast, so the thylakoid include the light-absorbing pigment, a complex chain of electrons they carries, and it in ATP synthesizing apparatus. So in the light reaction they occur in the thylakoid membrane. The fourth one is the chloroplast DNA. For example, chloroplast DNA is also known as the plastid DNA, which we represent with the ptDNA. This is circular double-stranded DNA molecule. So the chloroplast's genome size is about 120 to 270 kilobase pairs. So now the function of the chloroplast. The most important function of the chloroplast is the photosynthesis. So the process of photosynthesis consists of the following two-step process. The first one is the light reaction. It also known as the Hill reaction. So the photosynthetic electron transfer the reactions of the photochemical reaction. In light reaction, the solar energy is trapped in the form of the chemical energy of ATP and NADPH. So during this, the oxygen is evolved by the photolysis. So this is all about the chloroplast, their structure, function, and their important role in the photosynthesis.